Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're gonna do a speed build because, to be honest, I'm the worst person at the gallery. I think I have 4 builds on there and I just feel bad that I have nothing to show. So that is the effort for today. We're gonna do a minimalism dream home. No clutter, which will be hard for me, but let's get started. So here we are with a pre-made build that I actually did for my series Hi Emma Shells. If you don't follow me on TikTok, basically I challenged myself about 6 weeks ago to upload an empty shell to the gallery every single week. I have missed a few weeks, I will admit, but yeah, this is one of the shells. It's the modern shell that I worked on about 2 weeks ago. Basically, you can then download them from the gallery, decorate them, upload them back to the gallery using the hashtag hiemmanicole, and then I will tour them on the last stream of every month on Twitch. So we've been doing that actually for the past 2 months, I think, and it's been going so well. Everyone is so creative, and in general, I just think touring everyone's shells on stream it just is so much inspiration for everyone else, and I've definitely taken a few ideas from you all. So yeah, if you want to take part in that, just search on the gallery Hi Emma Shells. But let's get back to what we're doing in this video, which is my minimalism build. So it is basically, I wanted to challenge myself and not use a lot of clutter. So this is the byproduct of that. So there is actually a little bit of clutter, more plants, and I used quite a few books actually in this build, but definitely less than normal. So I wanted to keep the color palette very clean and white and minimal, so you'll see that throughout the entire house. A little bit of print, like we did the black and white flooring in the bathrooms. And I would say the color pop is green. So we did lots of plants, green accents here and there. So anyway, this is the lounge. I went in with the eco lifestyle windows, as you can see here. So they have a little bit of a ledge, which is so cool. I actually haven't used these windows enough, so I will definitely be trying to incorporate them in other builds. But just having a ledge by windows is something we're really missing in the game. But then I went through and tried to add some artwork on the walls in the lounge, but I really struggled. I do think we have a lot of artwork in the game, but I struggled to find more contemporary type artwork. So I was using a lot of the eco lifestyle stuff. You'll see that I regularly filter by eco lifestyle. Yeah, but nothing really spoke to me. In the end, I found a few options, but in general, artwork, I think contemporary artwork, sorry, I think we're lacking. These are cool. These more metallic pieces. They're more like sculptural art, but yeah, I think I delete them in the end. Then I wanted to kind of create some kind of divide in this open living space. So I experiment with different ways of dividing the room. I knew that in this space we needed to have a kitchen, a lounge, and a dining space. Oh, sorry, not the lounge, the kitchen and the dining space. But I just thought it would be smart to still make some kind of, just to create a nice floor plan so the room flows better. So I used these dividers, also from Eco Lifestyle, I think. And then I decided to use some of the ivy from Eco Lifestyle to kind of wrap around those bars. So it also adds a nice color, so I think that worked really nice to divide the space. I am still trying to find artwork here. I think I go back to this at least 3 times. I can't remember what the final one was, but definitely not what's there now. So then I went in with the dining room stuff, definitely used the new chairs from the recent I don't think it's the most recent update, but it's a fairly newish update from custom content creators, Harry. Back on that wall. Oh my goodness. Then you can see here, I'm using quite a few eco lifestyle things. So this is the coffee table and also the wall shelf from the pack. Using the Island Living kitchen counters. These are some of my favorites because they have really nice swatches for them. Except for the end one. Why is the end one using mesh? It looks like there's mesh drawers. Or wicker drawers. I don't know why we have to have only the end piece as just the outlier, the odd one out. I just tried to use it and flip it around. But in the end, I make it work with the other ones because I wasn't going to include wicker in this. But yeah, so we're using a mix of different packs here. And for the top shelving as well, I don't think we got any with Island Living. So when I do use the cabinets from Island Living, I have to get creative with the top cabinets. And yeah, I just pulled this also from the recent update, this set of drawers from one of the content creators, and put that against the divider. So I'm going in here with some lights, the same lights I use in every single build. These are the Parenthood, oh no, they're not. I think they're Tiny Living lights. They are so versatile. And then I've scattered a few other lights throughout the apartment, including my least favorite standing light, which is so funny. You can see it there in the corner. I think it's from either Get Famous or Luxury Vintage Glamour. I think it could be Get Famous. I just don't love it, but it just went so well with this build, so I was, I thought I would throw it in, but I just don't like how the legs are so pointy and so dramatic, but anyway, it works in the space. Here I'm going in with some plants. So as I said, green was the accent color. We went in with, I think two different plants I wanted in that corner, just to scatter around the apartment as well. So yeah, bringing in the green accent color. So I was tempted to bring in more colors, but I think for like a minimalism apartment, clean white as the main dominant color with pops of green, I think is very refreshing. Kind of like peppermint inspired. So yeah, that's what we went with. And then I did a little cozy reading nook in this corner, trying out a few different lounge chairs. And I love this end table. It's so modern. I haven't used that enough. And then of course, throwing in my trusty, what is that called again? Tripod light, that's it. Using the trusty tripod light. And then throwing some books on top. And that is really the extent of the clutter that I allowed myself to use. So I'm sorry, it's not totally clutter-free, but it is definitely mostly plants and then a few books that I've scattered around. And then you'll see me a couple of times go in with the red shelf. So for those who don't know, if you are a clutter, master, and you over-clutter all your builds like I do, highly recommend downloading the red shelf mod. I don't know what it's called actually. Something the OMSC shelf. I think we'll see the name in a second, but basically it's a red shelf that allows you to match the height of any surfaces to reorganize your clutter. So you know how sometimes you can press the 9 and the 0 keys and some clutter is floating? This solves that problem. So yes, highly recommended if you like your clutter. Okay, so I changed the plants down here by the kitchen and I went with the trash bin and another plant. I think I changed it. I don't like that one. That one also is, I think it's also from, what pack is that? But I don't like it. The green looks too fake with the pink roses. What else? Oh, there's the red shelf. Hang on, let me see if I can get the name. Oh, OMSP. There you go. It's the OMSP shelf. You can just Google it and find the download link, but I do highly recommend it. So you just saw that I swapped out the plants by the trash bin. I'm going in with a few carpets, and then that is pretty much it for the main space. And then we move on to the bathroom. I'm back to the wall. There we go. I got there in the end. This is what I finally went with. So those two pictures I overuse for sure, but they are just good fail-safe options because there's so many different color swatches. I think you have a green, blue, red, brown, and a black that you more than likely always find something that works. But yeah, finally the lounge is complete. So now with the bathroom, black and white color palette, I kind of I love these tiles, the black and white ones, and then the bathroom was kind of small, so I couldn't really go in with much decor, but I wanted to add some texture to this wall, so I went in with those white pillars again, the same ones that I used for the divider. And that's it. Then I think we are finished downstairs. Let's move. Oh no. I'm still working on my carpets. Yeah, I just remembered. I do add a carpet down here, one by the little reading nook. So yeah, there was quite a big empty space in the entrance, so I thought a carpet fills the space nicely. And that's it. Now we're moving upstairs. So I wanted to put a kind of a statement light in the main kind of entranceway. I in the end I used the Moschino one. Is it Moschino? Yeah, it's the Moschino one. This one right here. There you go. And then we didn't really have much space in the hallway, so I just went in with this console table and I tried a few different artworks. I love that one from Get Famous. I wish I used that actually. That was really nice. But then I thought, there's a lot of artwork throughout the house. Maybe a mirror would be nice. So we go in with this from, I think it's Eco Lifestyle, and then just a plant. And that's it. Again, with the OMSP shelf. So we have 2 bedrooms upstairs. We have a main parents' room and a kids' room, or just another single bed, so it could be for anyone. I tried to get creative with the headboard here, but actually I get creative with the kids' headboard. So I moved that, not metallic, it is marble. I moved the marble console table into the kids' bedroom. I use that console table a lot. But for this bedroom, it's so funny because I have the Dream Home Decorator pack now, but I didn't have it when I made this build. But it would have complemented this build so well with the wardrobe I could have integrated, definitely the lounge chairs and the sectional sofas I could have used, but I didn't have it, so it didn't exist. So anyway, we made do with what we had, but again, I'm using the light. Oh no, I didn't use it downstairs in the end. I replaced it with the tripod light. So anyway, I moved that light up here. That's the big light, by the way, that I don't like, but it just seems to work really well in this build. So first time and only time I will probably use that. So yeah, then we have a small wardrobe space. I thought it's kind of neat that for a minimalism person, you would imagine the wardrobe to be fairly minimal as well, kind of like a capsule wardrobe. So that's why I went with a rack. That's it. And then I'm using the shelf again to rejig the clutter we have on the bedside tables, and then we have a bed. So then this is the kids' bedroom. Obviously we have a desk up here. I mean, it could be a kid. I didn't really add any elements for a kid because I thought the minimalism theme would still carry over to this bedroom. So regardless of whether it's a kid or not, your kid has a clean bedroom. And then I wanted to kind of get more creative with the bed. So I used the marble as the headboard behind the single bed, which I thought was quite nice, like that. And then we put a little chair at the end of the bed, some fairy lights, some decorations, and that was it. So if you do want to download this build, feel free to go and clutter this up with more kids items, but I thought I would just keep it fairly neutral for everybody to use. Yeah, I think it came together really well. It could easily be for an adult. It doesn't need to be for a kid. And then a few more clutter pieces on the shelves, but that's it. Look, I just did one plant, and I think I do a tissue box, and that's it. That was so hard for me just to do those two, but I'm pretty proud of myself. This was a clutter-free build. And then I think that pretty much concludes the entire house. Yeah, it does. Now we're moving on to the outside. So we have 3 spaces outside. So it's quite a generous outdoor space. We have 2 balconies upstairs, and then we have a fairly large patio out the back, which I wanted to do kind of more of a social space. So we have big sectional sofa. I tried to do it. We obviously didn't have the sectional sofas from Dream Home Decorator, as I said, but I've tried to make my own using these ones from Seasons. The pillows didn't quite work. They were clipping each other. So I went in and used my favorite sofas for faking sectionals, which are the Moschino ones. So you'll see how I use them in a second. And then we did a bar space on the left side. So here they are. So the Moschino sofas actually come with like this arm set here, and these armchairs and this sectional, which kind of has arms on one side and it's flat on the other, which makes it easy to position as sectionals. Maybe that was intentional, I'm not sure. But yeah, that was the final layout. Then we went in with some plants, of course. I was gonna say decorations, but nope, no decorations. I added some plants, and then I did a custom pot for one of the plants outside, like this. I just put it on, I think that's a table, maybe a coffee table or a sculpture. and I just raise it up so the plant fits. Then anyway, I'm adding some lights to the corners and the final armchairs outside the front balcony. So this is accessible via the hallway upstairs. There you go, make sure it's well lit at night. And then finally, I just added a bench in the main entrance. So that concludes the build. Here is a quick tour. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed that. We will have another episode of Pump Sims coming out later this week, so I will see you then. Bye!